Woohoo!
Where's the rest of my body?
Come on, nice slime. Disgusting.
What the? Hey man, come on, man.
Get off my hands. Ugh. Greetings everybody and welcome back to my channel. I will be your toy commander here on Planet Zizzle. Alright, so before we get on to today's cool toy mission, let me tell you guys an interesting fact about, that's right, outer space. Alright everyone, have you ever wondered why Saturn is the only planet, well, in our solar system, that has rings around it? It's very unique. But Earth, theoretically, could have rings around it if an object the size of the moon were to orbit the Earth at approximately 7,000 miles above the surface. The gravitational force would be so intense that it would pulverize and disintegrate that object, and that would create a circle rotating or orbiting around the Earth. But that most likely won't happen because the moon is about 238,000 miles from the surface of the Earth. And if you listened to my last video, the moon is actually moving further away from the Earth. So, no need to worry. Let's get on to today's cool toy review. That's right, guys. Superman is coming out again with another movie. I think July 11th is going to be the release date. And I have some cool toys from this movie. Now, when I was a kid, Superman was my favorite superhero. Now, I watched Superman, the original, which was with George Reeves back in the, I say, early to mid 50s or late 50s. Even though it was before my time, that's all I had to choose from. That was it. I had that, and it was in black and white. That was my favorite, and I believe the opening line to that was, "Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman." Let's get on to today's cool review. Look at these two beasts. First on this side we have Kaiju. I think I said that right. I hope I didn't butcher that name. And we have, of course, Superman. Now this is not just a cool figure. It's a slime battle, and it includes some slime in there. Let's look at the back real quick, and it shows some slime explosion. When Superman smashes into the chest of Kaiju, the slime will explode, I guess. We'll, work on that one. That looks pretty cool. And this over here, Yeti-looking beast, also includes 3 other figures too. This was called the Fortress of Solitude. Let's take a look on the back. Spinning flight stick. All right. Breakaway, removable limbs, battle set. All right, these are both DC comics, of course. Let's get these two beasts over to the unboxing table and have some fun with the battle of the beast and the slime and the Yeti-looking creature. I don't even know what that name is yet, but we'll find out. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to the Planet Zizzle unboxing table with our 2 Superman battle creatures with Kaiju. And this is actually Doomsday. I looked it up and I found the name. It's a Yeti, I believe, and it also has a few other figures. And look, that's Super Dogs. Let's begin taking out the Fortress of Solitude Doomsday first, and we'll take a look at these figures, and then we'll figure out how this thing works. It looks pretty fun. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox. All right, guys, so we have the Fortress of Solitude out of the box. But I did notice on the bottom of the box, we have these directions right here for setup. And as far as a sticker sheet, it does say there's 1 sticker sheet, but I've looked everywhere for that sticker sheet. And guess what? It's not in the package anywhere. So let's go over what we have right now. Of course, we have our Doomsday Yeti, the Fortress of Solitude. We have some miscellaneous pieces of kryptonite. We have Ultraman, and we have a robot. The Super Dog, the Superman. We have these flight sticks. We're gonna set those up in a minute. But first we have to assemble a few pieces. Let's see, this piece will snap on real easily right there. Whoops, sorry, Super Dog. Now these doors actually open too. Check that out, pretty cool. All right, so as far as Yeti, Now look at this thing. He's so awesome. He's huge. And what's really cool is that these all come off and look like we have some red bones in there too. And the legs come off too. So you can basically take the whole thing and just be like,
oh, where's the rest of my body?
Alright, let's put him back together. You can actually put his legs as his arms and his arms as his legs if you want to be really weird, but...
Huh? Wrong way.
Alright, you can just turn it. You don't even have to take it out. So you're also going to notice on Doomsday these red slashes here. Now, I guess the heat of your fingers will make them disappear. If you hold your finger there for a minute, let's see, hold on. Oh, it's going, hold on, let's hold one right here too. Let's see if we can get rid of all of these. Well, they just become a little bit lighter, as you can see. And there's also one on the side here too. Now, it says that they disappear, but they're not disappearing, maybe because my fingers aren't hot enough, but let's hold it for a minute. Let's see. There they go. They're disappearing slowly. All right, so the flight stick, I think, is put together correctly because on one side, we're going to pop Superman in there, I believe. It goes like this. Let me look at the directions. Let's put his hands in front because that's how he flies. And then Superman just pops right in this little area like that. And then on the other side, Superdog will pop right on here. And guess what? Let me pan the camera. This goes right at the top of the Fortress of Solitude. And look at that. And then you just kind of, spin these guys around.
Woohoo!
Wait a minute, the dog's going backwards. I want them to go the same way, right? You can spin them around like that. And as they're flying around, Yeti will come in and be like, "Urgh, urgh, urgh, urgh." Oh no! Reach up and grab him. Oh. He's gonna destroy the whole Fortress of Solitude. Oh, Yeti. Oh no. Oh, destruction. Well, you get the picture, right? You can pretty much do what you want with this set. And these things will just pop right back on. Super easy to put back together. Let's see, let's pop them back in these holes. Let's put Ultra Man and Robot. The heads will spin. Let's see, the arms, legs on both of them. Same with Ultraman. All these components will spin. Now you can have Superman come in through the back doors here. Da-da-da, watch out for your head. As he walks through the door. Oh no, Yeti has Superman. What are you gonna do? Drop him. Now all these pieces will break away like this. Once you destroy the set when you're playing, you can just break them like that and they will, you can put them right back. Same with everything. This comes off too. Now, all right, let's disassemble the Fortress of Solitude. Let's get on to our next creature. All right, it's time for Kaiju Slime Battle. Now, this thing is huge. Look how big it is. I think I saw some promo clips for the movie that this thing is a lot bigger. I think maybe the actual scale might be off. It's probably more like, this size to that size, but let's take them out and have some fun with the slime. All right, guys, so we have Kaiju out of the package, and here is the packet of slime, which is resealable, so you can reuse it again and again. Here's our Superman that's really, really detailed nicely. Lots of articulation with the elbows, legs, and the kneecaps too. They'll spin, swivel, and it has a nice cloth cape. I don't know if it's nylon or whatever it is. It has a little decal right on there with the S. Looking pretty good. It even has that little curl that Superman has, that infamous hair curl in the front. He has his hands open for something to put in there, but there is nothing included with this kit to put in his hands, but you can probably find something. It's not like he needs any weapons, right? I don't know what he can put in there, but all right, let's take a look at this huge Kaiju. Now, you have to put the tail on. It looks like it'll snap in the back, and also, that's the compartment that you put the slime in. And it dumps out. We'll go over that in a minute. Let's put this tail in. There's a little tab right here in the back. You just go, he's like,
what the? Hey, man, come on, man.
It's like, what? So if you want to move the arms, you can twist them this way. You can put one up and one down. You can move them like this. His mouth opens. Look at the face on this guy. Pretty cool. And this is where you're going to smash. I guess Superman's going to come up with his arm and go poof, and slime's gonna come flying out. All right, let's get the slime and put it in the back. Probably green. Oh no, it's like an ice blue color. Directions, they are right here on the bottom of the box, where it just shows you how to pop the tail, open the compartment to put the slime in. Right here, empty the packet in there, move the arms, and punch him with an uppercut and release the gooey slime. And just to give you guys an indication how big this thing is, here is our resident King Kong. He's about actually the same size, maybe a little bit shorter, but it's almost identical as far as muscles and stature, right? Except his head's a little bit smaller than this head, but I think it's pretty much the same cut, or same mold, I should say. And then here is Godzilla, which is probably around the same size, so these would be a good fight because they both have tails, right? They can go. And then just look at all the spikes on the back, but it doesn't have as many spikes as Godzilla. All right, let's put those two away. Let's get some action going with this slime. But let's empty it in. Come on, slime, get in there. In this little, I'm not sure if the whole thing will fit, if it's just maybe some of the packet, but oh, come on. This stuff is gooey. Why don't I just take it out myself? All right, there we go. Well, let's drop in. That's most of the slime. I think it may be too much. Let's take a little bit of this slime, put it back. I can't really cut it. Well, let's stretch it. All right, we'll put a little bit away. I think it was too much. Yeah, see, that's a good amount. That's about half, because there is a little bit left in the bag. Boy, this stuff is real
Gooey. Whoa.
Oh, get back in that little compartment. All right, so here we go. Hold on. Get off my hands. Oh, man, this stuff is sticky. I guess a little bit's gonna hang out in the back. That's okay. All right, so let's just pretend now that the Beast is giving Superman a hard time and he needs to come in and save the day. So, ready, Superman? Get your best fist ready. Here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Well, not quite the surprise I was looking for, but it's coming out. Come on, slime. Look, Superman will help.
Come on, nice slime. Disgusting.
Well, it's a very slow release slime, but here it comes. Dum 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 dum. Sometime today there, Kaiju. Well, you get the picture, right? That's the effect with it. Now we're gonna move this arm down, just so the whole thing opens. You can just maybe take some and hang it from his mouth. I think. Hold on, let's put it like that.
Ah, gross!
I mean, it comes off pretty good, but it is definitely gooey. Now you should be able to pull it all out. Yep, just like this. And you know, put the slime back in the packet. It comes out pretty clean. Nice. Let's, oh, look at the back. It's a mess. But look at this. Comes right off. Get off my hands. Ugh. All right, there we go. All right, now it's nice and clean. Let's see if we can release that compartment without the slime. Superman, come in. Let's go. Oh, what a headbutt. Here we go. Headbutt. Headbutt. You gotta hit it just right. There we go. Pops open quickly. I guess if you wait a little bit longer, let the slime come down, and then release the belly, it should pop right out. All right, let's put all our slime back. Now we can reuse the slime. That's good, because it stays nice and sealed up in this package, because there is like a little zip seal on here. Look at this. Bam. Nice. Keep it fresh. Fresh slime. All right, guys, that's it for today's video with our Superman beasts. We had the Kaiju slime battle and the Fortress of Solitude with our 3 figures, Superman, Ultraman, and Robot. Right here is a big Superman, and we have our packet of slime. So that's it for today's videos. Don't forget to share this video with your friend and smash that like button and come back to Planet Zizzle to keep the missions going. This is your Toy Commander signing off, and I'll see you guys on our next mission. It's now time for me to blast off out of here.